Although we're not getting a traditional haunt season this year, there was still a good amount of news that broke at Midsummer Scream, so we're going to go over that today. Hello and welcome back to The Haunt Line, the show dedicated to SoCal haunts and events. Today we are dedicating our entire episode to Midsummer Scream, just as it would be if we actually had the convention at Long Beach. But of course, this year, Midsummer Scream was an all-day live stream on Saturday, August 1st, and it was a phenomenal time. To me, Midsummer Scream typically signifies the start of the haunt season, and although we're not getting a traditional haunt season this year, there was still a good amount of news that broke at Midsummer Scream, so we're going to go over that today. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to everybody who put this event together. Everyone working behind the scenes and on camera. You guys did a phenomenal job. Big shout out to you guys. You absolutely killed it. I mean, it was 8.5 hours of constant content with live guests from all around. This was not an easy task, so believe me, we appreciate the heck out of you. And thank you to everyone who was entertaining us between panels. There were arts and crafts, fashion shows, live music, short films, and even a cocktail tutorial. So all in all, it was a blast. But now, let's get to the news. 13th Floor Entertainment is making it very loud and clear that they will be throwing as many of their usual Halloween events as possible, including LA Haunted Hayride. In fact, they recently released a pretty clever video detailing all the precautions they will be taking, and during the panel, they had this to say about the event.
We want to bring some form of Halloween entertainment to Southern California. You know, so much has been canceled that it would be great to put something together that people could enjoy, and we're going to keep pressing forward for that.
It's exciting, even though it's a lot of work and it's hard, and we're having to do a lot of problem solving. It's awesome to still be working towards something. And like Chris mentioned, we do have a couple really awesome Plan Bs, and I would say even Plan Cs in place. So, you know, hopefully this year we'll be able to see everybody out and celebrate Halloween.
Hayride is unique in that it only takes them 10 days to get that whole event up. I'm talking from zero to Halloween event. 10 days, long hours. So shout out to you guys. So that means they technically could wait until the very last second to try and throw this event. As for plans B and maybe C, could we potentially get a Midnight Falls themed haunt trail? I mean, the Hayride already occupies an area that is perfect for hiking, so it wouldn't be the most difficult thing to put together, I don't think. Either way, the event will be greatly affected by LA County's COVID numbers and the governor's orders, so we'll definitely keep you posted on those. But even if Hayride doesn't happen, we now know, thanks to Midsummer Scream, that several California and Southern California home haunts, small haunts, haunted trails, they're all still planning on throwing some sort of an event for the Halloween season. Folks like Spooky Hollows, Scare Ventures, and Corona Haunt all revealed plans for haunts, both with and without actors, and some even teased the mazes coming, hopefully, next summer in the Hall of Shadows at the convention. This list is actually pretty long, but you can find every small haunt featured on the broadcast in the Midsummer Scream program, and we'll be sure and keep an eye on them for you too. And our last bit of news is for all you horror movie fans. Be on the lookout for Fright Favorites, 31 movies to haunt your Halloween and beyond. A new book that takes a deep dive into the making of horror movies like Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Exorcist, and Jordan Peele's Get Out. The book will be released on September 1st, and check out the panel hosted by Iva Littles for more information. There were a lot of great panels throughout the day for the Midsummer Scream live stream, but here's a couple that I highly recommend. First, there's Spooky Los Angeles, hosted by Ted Doherty, where we get to hear about Ted's murder mystery game, Road Trip Mysteries, and we also learn about tours at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery and tours around LA with dearly departed tours. There's also Secrets from the Hocus Pocus Book of Spells, featuring designer William Sandell and creative producer David Kirshner. If you're a fan of the movie Hocus Pocus, you'll definitely want to check this one out. And finally, there's Horror is the New Black, hosted by the folks over at Creepy Kingdom. We hear a bit about the new wave of Black-led horror films and shows, and I'm definitely looking forward to their full podcast on the subject. There was also a great feature on students at UCSD who put together haunted mazes, complete with classic scares and even some new ones. That's freaking awesome, man. The next generation of maze designers, bring it on. I'm ready for more. Speaking of which, don't forget to check out the other panels that were hosted by the Themed Entertainment Association. They have lots of great information for home haunters, for small haunters, for haunters in general. If you want to learn about audio, if you want to learn about design, if you want to learn about storytelling, those are the panels for you. And well, to send us off, I'd like to share a short video I cut together, a tribute to Midsummer Scream, if you will, using footage from last year's convention, which was also a huge blast. Again, I'm bummed that we weren't able to be there in person, but I appreciate the hell out of them putting together this online event to still give us a taste of the spook. Don't forget, you can follow us on social media, Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget, you can also download our podcast wherever you download podcasts and visit us on the web for links to all of our stuff. And until the next time, thank you for calling the Haunt Line.